play for Norman or Jaime down the highway. Great move, baby. All right, heat up 3. 6 seconds to... No, my God. He missed it. Get the board. Get the board. Oh, no. He's going to be open. Did he block it? Holy...
Oh, can we get a miracle? Not likely. Oh, my God. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh, my God! Dude, I was going to start this video screaming, but I figured I'll just show the clips of my live reaction that I was taking. Oh, my God. You know, I'm going to scream anyways. It's storming outside, more like storming Norman, so you know I got to get the heat pants on because I'm freezing, baby, because that boy Andrew Wiggins is ice cold, baby. Jaquez Jr. Woo. You hear that? Oh, it's the werewolf, baby. That boy is out there dominating, boy. Oh, my God. What a roller coaster of emotions. I'm shaking, dog. Oh my God, I'm shaking. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I'm pretty sure this video is gonna do well because, hey, who doesn't want to party after a win like that? So, hey, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I really greatly appreciate y'all support. We're on the grind to hit 10K subs, man, and I appreciate all that, and I appreciate this Miami Heat team, y'all. Oh my God, like I'm sitting there watching this fourth quarter thinking, okay, I'm gonna party. They're about to win. Oh, now I got to give the whole moral victory speech. They about to lose a hard-fought game, and thank God I don't have to give that speech, y'all. I mean, there's a lot of people that they believe in moral victories, and I get it. I certainly don't. I find those losses to be harder because they're ones that, like, you maybe didn't really think you were gonna win, but you came close, and therefore it's a moral victory. So some people aren't mad because it's like, okay, you weren't supposed to win anyways. Like the Heat tonight, you know, the Heat weren't favored to win tonight. So if they would have lost at the end, maybe some fans would have said, hey, you were close. But to me, it's like, damn, you almost had an amazing win. And I want that feeling, which, hey, we got that feeling right now. It's like part of me still thinks we're in double overtime because my mind was so set into getting ready to watch double overtime after Donovan Mitchell hit that ridiculous shot. Oh, shout out to Spider, man. Shout out to Spider, shout out to Mo. Those guys are hoopers, bro. But shout out to Miami Heat, man. Oh, I don't even know where to begin with this game. I mean, okay, a couple of videos ago when the Heat beat the Hornets, I said it was an inspiring win. And, you know, people said, oh, it wasn't that inspiring. You played the lowly Hornets without LaMelo Ball, okay? And then they beat the Portland Trail Blazers. Pretty decent team. You had no Bam, you had no Tyler. I said, is that inspiring now? Is that? And if your answer to that was still no somehow, how about tonight? Was tonight a damn inspiring win to you? You come into this game with no Bam Adebayo, no Tyler Hero. You don't have your two best players, and you're playing the vaunting defensive beast of a Cavaliers with two behemoths inside, and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And we got, what, two big men on the roster? You got Khalil Ware and Jovic. You know, we're feeling good about Jovic. Had a great game last time. Had a bit of a rough start today, but we should shout him out for having the game-winning pass on the right on the money to Andrew Wiggins. Pinpointed for the lob. Pinpointed. We've seen Spo go to Jovic a lot late in games for that lob play, and he always nails it. And Jovic did have a nice fourth quarter in general. Hit some tough buckets late. So you had him, and then you had Khalil Ware, who I wasn't feeling great about Khalil Ware. I don't think he really stood out last game. And we know against the Cavaliers, particularly in the last postseason, he got his lunch money taken by Jared Allen. Just was absolutely a brutal performance in the playoffs by Khalil Ware. But you come into today, and the man finishes with almost 20 boards. He's making Jared Allen unplayable in the fourth quarter. That man didn't even play. Clap it up for Khalil Ware, man. Clap it up. That's the type of energy, the energy that you want to see. He was getting put back, staring down Evan Mobley, showing some emotion, man. Oh, what a Heat team. Do not take for granted, Heat Nation, what we are watching right now. This is a truly special unit to take down the Cavaliers. After you started this game shooting 1 of 8, kind of like they did the last game against the Trailblazers. You started this game down 15-5. You went up 16 in the third quarter, and then you ended up losing the lead in the fourth quarter because Sam Merrill went berserk, and you were still able to overcome all of that. You're up late in the fourth quarter. Evan Mobley hits a balls 3 to take the lead right back. You overcome it. This team, the Cavs were able to hit some shots to send it to overtime. You overcome it. Donovan Mitchell hits a ridiculous shot to tie the game with 0.4 seconds left. You overcome it. And that's without your two best players, your two big money guys, I should say, because at this point, I don't know if this team has best players, because night in and night out, everybody's performing down the entire roster. Simone Fontecchio, chef's kiss, beautiful minutes tonight. Pelle Larsson attacking Sam Merrill like anybody who's being guarded by Sam Merrill should. Andrew Wiggins always is good to get you a little run and score 7-8 points straight late in the game, and then making big plays late in the game like he did today. Nikola Jovic and Khalil Ware, your two big men, really holding it down against that monster Cavs unit. Your point guard situation. After we said all offseason the Heat don't have a point guard, I apologize, because Davion Mitchell, he's looking like Donovan Mitchell tonight at times, but Davion Mitchell and Drew Smith is 48 minutes of hell for the opposing team. There was a point where Davion was really attacking Donovan, was being real gritty, playing just awesome defense. I think Davion got a foul. Spo ended up subbing him out, and I'm thinking, damn, now you're losing Davion. And then I'm like, wait a minute, Drew Smith is coming right into the game. So there is no let up there. There was a time earlier in the game where I think Wiggins was cooking and Pelle was cooking. And then I seen Jaime at the free throw or the scores tape ready to check in, right? And I'm thinking, damn, Wiggins or Pelle are about to check out now. They both playing really well. But then I'm like, wait a minute. But that's Jaime Jaquez about to check in, who literally leads the league in plus minus. He overtook Nikola Jokic today. You ever heard of him? Nikola Jokic, the multiple-time MVP, greatest player in the world. And every time he's not on the court for his team, they stink. And every time he's on the court, they're one of the best teams in the league. That guy has a worse plus minus than Jaime Jaquez Jr. And Norman Powell, hey, drop a thank you LAC in the comments, because the Los Angeles Clippers really did us a solid on this one. Shout out Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson. I do like you guys, but to let go of Norman Powell because you wanted Bradley Beal. they wanted Bradley Beal. The same Bradley Beal who any team refused to trade for him for like 4 seasons. That's who the Clippers wanted. Let me check the Clippers record real quick. Let me check the Clippers record. Let me open his NBA app real quick. The Miami Heat improved to 7-4 today. That's good for third in the Eastern Conference. And the Los Angeles Clippers are 3-6. They're 12th in the West. But they got Bradley Beal. No, we don't want you, Norman Powell. We don't want you in your 30 points a game and your unstoppable 3-level scorer late in the games. We don't want you. Oh, let me get into some of these notes here, man. Hey, I got to shout out FanDuel, the sponsor of today's video, where right now you can get Jaime Jaquez Jr. as the odds-on favorite to win Sixth Man of the Year at plus 380. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all about 3 weeks ago now to get in on Jaime Jaquez Sixth Man of the Year. He was plus 6,000 when I told y'all. And then I told y'all the next game, he was already up to plus 4,000. And I told y'all to get in again. And here we are 3 weeks later, and he's now the odds-on favorite at plus 380. And if he ends up winning that award, a lot of season left to play, a lot of season. But if he ends up winning that award, I might just be able to retire. Now, actually, I didn't throw that much money on it, of course, because gamble responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. But that will be a good award. AJ Mitchell, who's been sensational with OKC, he's second right now. And then some guys under him are putting up really good counting stats, like Jeremy Grant, Quentin Grimes, and Naz Reid. But Jaime, odds-on favorite. Really glad I told y'all. Shout out to people that got in early a couple of weeks ago. But same starting lineup, with no Bam. You had Davion, you had Norman, you had Pelle, you had Wiggins, you had Ware. The Heat got off to a rough start offensively, down 15-5, and Eric Reed said, "Hey, no biggie. Same exact thing that happened against the Portland Trail Blazers. No big deal." And I'm thinking, okay, but that's Portland. Good defensive unit, but they're not the Cavaliers. But I did like Khalil Ware was being active very early, especially on the offensive glass. Some late, defensive rotations from him, but overall, he was active on the boards. And luckily enough, the Heat were able to come back a little bit. They were only down 5 after the first quarter. Going into the second quarter, there was a couple of 1-point lead changes back and forth. But then the Heat would close the quarter on a 20-5 run. Really shut down the Cavs for like a 4-minute stretch where they didn't score at all. So the Heat would actually be up 62-53 after the first quarter. Powell had 18 at the half, but everybody was cooking. Even the kid who hit a half-court shot during halftime, some kid they pulled from the stands, he only won $5,000. Like, come on, Heat. Come on, Miami Heat, or whoever the sponsor of that contest was. $5,000 to hit a half-court shot? A little cheap, ain't it? Anyways, going to the third quarter, the Heat were in the bonus with like 7 minutes to go, and my God, did they take advantage of it. They ended up getting 21 free throw attempts in the third quarter. They hit 19 of them, and it made me happy. Because there's been a lot of times, you'd see the Heat get in the bonus early, and it just doesn't seem like they ever tried to take advantage of it. When you're in a bonus, stop taking threes. Try to be aggressive. Any little bit of contact that they deem as a foul, get you 2 free throws. And this time, the Heat finally did take advantage of it. Khalil Ware had a putback and layup over Mobley, was staring him down, just showing emotion, something you don't see from him often. I actually find it quite frustrating. It's like, dude, sometimes you're getting dominated out there. Do you not care? Today, he cared. And you could see how talented he is when he does care. Wiggins had really cooked that quarter a little bit. Hamid was at the scorers table, probably getting ready to check in for Wiggins, but Hamid was on the bench getting hype, raising the roof for Wiggins, and it just shows the camaraderie on this team. Like, he could have been annoyed that he wasn't going to check in anymore because Wiggins was at the free throw line at this point, but he don't care about that. He just wants to win, So, again, enjoying each other's success, and that is what Andrew Wiggins basically really keyed in on in the post-game winner's circle. He said, hey, we're happy when everybody succeeds, and that's why we have, as a team, has been so successful. What else do we got here? So Ware played really good as well. That he would check out with about 10 minutes to go. Immediately after Ware checked out, Jared Allen got an offensive rebound. So it's like, it sucks because I was starting to get worried. Okay, are they not going to be able to survive the non-Ware minutes now that he was playing so well? But even after Jared Allen got that rebound, the Heat basically triple teamed him. Davion Mitchell did an excellent job to crowd Allen, rip him. He went coast to coast, was able to draw the foul. So all game, the Heat were just throwing bodies on bodies on bodies on Jared Allen. And I think they did an excellent job just gang rebounding, as I think they call it, or group rebounding. They did an excellent job just to put multiple bodies on the rebounder, or just everyone was boxing out to really allow them to get as many rebounds as possible. Because the Cavs still had a lot of rebounds. Let me tell you, which is expected because of the size differential. So I think the Heat did as good a job as possible. Sometimes that's not enough because even at the end of the game, Mobley had a couple putbacks like very late in the game. Obviously, the Donovan Mitchell 3 to tie was after an offensive rebound. And the Cavs today had 26 offensive rebounds. Oh, my God. 26 boards. The Heat total had 56 rebounds, and the Cavs had a total of 60 rebounds. So overall, the rebounding advantage was close, but obviously the offensive glass was a lot more beneficial to the Cavs. In total, they actually took 120 shots. Wow. To Miami's 98 shots. So the Heat won a game in which they took 22 less shots. Do you know how insane that is? You won a game by taking 22 less shots. A lot of that is because of the free throws, though, of course, I should mention, because the Heat took 41 free throws to the Cavs 27. So that's a part of it. But nonetheless, still very impressive. I love that's when the quarter when Larson was attacking Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill can shoot his ass off. There's no doubt about it. But that doesn't mean the Heat can't attack him on the other end. We say every video, for years, the Heat had Duncan and Tyler get attacked. The Heat need to do that to other teams' weak defenders. Today they did that with Sam Merrill. There was another play where Jaquez ran into Merrill. They called it a charge. But on the first replay, I could tell that Merrill was moving. And at this point, the Heat were up 11, still in third quarter. So I'm thinking Spo's not going to challenge it. But immediately, Spo saw the same replay we did. He saw Merrill was sliding, immediately went up and called the challenge. And I just love that from Spoelstra because in years past, he hated the challenge with a passion. He would never call it. He thought it was stupid. And there'd be times I'm like, okay, I know it's early in the game, Spo, but it's so obvious it was the wrong call. Just call the challenge. What do you have to lose? It's going to get overturned. And this year, Spo's finally doing that. So shout out to him. In that quarter, I should mention, Darius Garland did re-injure his big toe. And as I think Kyle Anderson said last year, the Cavs are better when he gets hurt. The Cavs did actually play a little bit better once he got hurt. Or at least they didn't lose a step. But the Heat would be up 16 with 3 minutes to go in that quarter. I'm thinking just finish the quarter strong, and they wouldn't. The Cavs would hit 3 straight three-pointers. Donovan Mitchell was getting free throws. Actually, on one of Donovan Mitchell's free throws, Kenny Atkinson picked up another technical foul. He picked up one earlier. I still have no idea why, because Donovan Mitchell was literally at the free throw line. They called a foul on Miami. Either way, Kenny Atkinson would get kicked out of the game. And the Heat were able to kind of slow down the Cavs run. So they were still up 9 after the third quarter, 101-92. Another game, another time scoring over 100 points at the end of the third quarter. You know how many times we struggled to drop 100 last year in the whole game? Now they're doing it after 3 quarters, every time. So impressive from the Heat. And then you go into the fourth quarter. That's when Merrill had 4 straight threes to tie the game. The Cavs would end up taking a 3-point lead after Alonzo Ball 3. And that was after back-to-back rebounds from the Cavs, offensive rebounds. So once again, you know, the offensive glass was still hurting Miami. Let's not let that be lost. But then Pella would come right back and attack Lonzo Ball, who's not the defender he once was after the injuries. So nice of Pella to attack. He would get the floater to go and one, would tie the game right back up. And then the Heat brought in Ware and Norman, who had just been balling all day. The Heat would immediately go back up 4 after a couple of Powell back-to-back buckets. Powell was getting so hyping up the whole crowd, screaming everything. Love the passion from him. And then Jovic would check in for Jaime pretty late in the fourth. And then he would immediately give up an and one to DeAndre Hunter. And then Jaime would check right back in for Jovic. So I think Jaime got like a total of like 15 seconds of game time rest right there. But obviously, Jovic did make some big plays late. That's why I stopped taking notes. I kind of want to just glance through the play-by-play here because obviously it was such a clutch game. I'm not sitting here taking notes. I'm enjoying the game, as y'all saw from the videos. So let me skip forward with about 2 minutes to go. Norman Powell did an excellent job getting to the free throw line to put the Heat back up 1. And then what else do we got here? Let me scroll through it. Then Evan Mobley would have a tip dunk to go up 120, so to give the Cavs the lead right back. And then Jaime Jaquez attacking, getting right to the rim to put the Heat back up 1. I really noticed how late in the game the Cavs decided, okay, let's try to take Norman Powell out of this because he was cooking prior to that. But it doesn't matter because when you have a scorer who's been as elite as Jaime Jaquez is this year, you don't really miss a beat. So Jaime was attacking late. He was able to get the finger roll to take the lead back. And 1 would put the Heat up 2. And then DeAndre Hunter would get a layup to tie. Norman Powell would match that. And then that's when Evan Mobley hit a 3. And Khalil Ware, it's like, you know, it was a little bit of a slow contest. I get it. You're trying to guard both there because Mobley is also a great driver. But at that point in the game, up 2, just don't give up a 3. You know, I could have lived with giving up a 2, but they gave up a 3. It was also a quick release from Mobley, and just credit to him for making the shot. That would put the Cavs up 1 with 34 seconds left. And as a Heat team who we thought might struggle in the clutch this season, like they did the first couple games this season, or first couple clutch games, because we know their half-court offense is not up to par with their full-court offense. At least it wasn't. I mean, it's looking pretty damn good now. I'm thinking, damn, it's going to be tough to overcome a 1-point deficit against, a much more healthy and better team, just on paper. It is. But after that, what would happen here? The Heat would foul the Cavs. Jalen Tyson would hit 1 of 2 free throws. Oh, that's right. Norman Powell got blocked by Mobley. So I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Half-court offense, things slow down. Norman Powell got blocked for the lead. Cavs would get the ball. Heat would foul. And the Cavs would split free throws. So that's how the Cavs were up 2 with about 13 seconds left. And then that's when you got that beautiful Jaime turn and spin to tie the game. And then we had overtime. Khalil Ware won the jump ball, which is just huge. I don't want that to be lost either. Winning the jump ball in overtime is just such a critical thing to do. Khalil Ware was able to do that. Jaime would get a couple of free throws to take the lead. Khalil Ware had a nasty layup, a putback, where Jaime got a miss, and Khalil Ware go-go gadget, armed out, tipped it to the backboard, was able to get his own tip, then put the layup back in, using his 7-foot freakish wingspan and athleticism to really make a difference tonight. Although Mobley, did have a lot of nice plays on him too. But that would put the Heat up 2 possessions. And then what else do we got here? Mobley would hit another pull-up jumper, and then blah, blah, blah. The Heat went back and forth, and then you saw the couple of videos at the end there where Donovan Mitchell would hit the 3 to tie, and then Jovic to Wiggins did what he did. Let's run through the box score real quick here, where we'll start with Pelle Larsson. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, stuffed the stat sheet as always. Efficient night for him overall. Andrew Wiggins, 23 points, 5 assists on 8 of 13 shooting. Very efficient as well. And he guarded Evan Mobley for a lot of the game and did very well. Do not let that fact be lost. And then Khalil Ware, after struggling last game, at least statistically, came in today with 14 points and 20 rebounds, 7 of 14 shooting, no turnovers, only 2 fouls, guarding the big Jared Allen for a lot of the game. I can't say enough about how awesome Khalil Ware was tonight. And then you got Davion Mitchell, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 4-9 from the field. He did airball a step back 3, which wasn't the best Heat possession in overtime, but then came right back the very next offensive play and had a big floater to put the Heat up 3. So he had your 8 assists, and you know what we got to check now? Drew Smith, who has 6 points and only 1 assist, and combined, both your point guards gave you 9 assists to 5 turnovers. So, and actually all 5 of those turnovers were Davion Mitchell. So, not the best assist to turnover ratio that we've checked in every video, but hey, 9 to 5 it's not that bad. It's just they've been so damn impressive. It's not as good. But shout out to Davion and Drew. You got Jovic, who although didn't shoot the ball well today, only 3 of 10, did have you 8 rebounds to go along with his 8 points and 4 assists, including the game winner. Simone Fontecchio, my brother, 13 points, 4-9 from the field. We talked about Drew, and then you got my MVP of the game. I mean, I guess Norman Powell is probably MVP, but also Jaime Jaquez, bro. 22, 13, and 7 with a steal and 2 blocks, 7 of 12 from the field. Wow, insane efficiency from Jaime, and only 2 turnovers. Wow, so 7 assists and 2 turnovers for him. Was a monster on the glass. I should mention both career highs in rebounds for Jaime and Khalil Ware tonight. So, yeah, I wonder what the odds are for Jaime to get a triple-double. I might start betting that every game because he's flirting with it. He's flirting with a triple-double every game. Who knew Jaime could be such a great rebounder and playmaker, too? You know, we were hoping he could get back to his drive game, the post game, the footwork, and all that stuff, and he has. You know, he's been a downhill beast, the Jaime Highway, as Eric Reed says, which we got to get the Kamehameha Jaquez Jr. trending. If y'all ever see Jaime make a playing game, go ahead and tweet out Kamehameha Jaquez, man, and tag me in it, man. I'm trying to start a movement here, y'all. Anyways, on the Cavs side of things, you had DeAndre Hunter, 23, Mobley with 21, 10, and 5. Jared Allen, only 14 and 7, so didn't really do all that much today. And then Donovan Mitchell, 28, 15, and 8. He was awesome as always. But yeah, that's really all I got to say for this game. Probably the most exciting Heat game I've seen in a very, very long time. Off the top of my head, I don't even know one this exciting. But yeah, shout out to the Heat, man. And shout out to FanDuel, where we'll keep checking every video. Right now, the Miami Heat are still 3rd to win the Southeast Division. 3rd. They're plus 240. We're 3rd in the East, and they have us at the third best odds to win Southeast Division. That's definitely going to change soon, so make sure y'all get in while you can. Although I should add that Desmond Bane hit a nasty fadeaway game-winning 3 at the buzzer. So the Magic did win tonight. Crazy night in the NBA. You know, you had the Bane shot, the Wiggins shot. You had, the Heat game had a few shots. But then Wemby hit like a pull-up 3 to win their game. Just insane night overall. But the Miami Heat somehow still were the best game of the night. So, hey, make sure y'all leave a like, drop your comments down below. Help the algorithm out on this beautiful night. And make sure y'all subscribe because I'm on a grind to hit 10,000 subs. It's beautiful to say. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, y'all.
Pull up in your city trying to get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.